Hi, my name is Audrey, and I'm from the CATL group. And our group chose CATL as the MNC with specified country in China, Germany, and Hungary. I represent for China is the country for the deeper analysis. For the introduction, what is CATL? CATL is Contemporary Amperex Technology. It's a Chinese technology company founded in 2011. CATL focused on the production of lithium-ion batteries for electric vehicles and energy storage system. They also developed battery management system headquartered in Yingde, China, and CATL has grown into a global leader in battery technology with production facilities and research centers in various locations including Germany. CATL has ranked first in the world for EV battery consumption volume for 6 consecutive years and supplies batteries to leading EV manufacturers such as Tesla and Volkswagen. They continue to innovate by developing new battery technologies such as sodium-ion batteries and EV battery swap system. In addition, CATL also established strategic collaboration to ensure the supply of battery raw materials. As a key player in the global battery industry, CATL has an important role in the transition to clean energy and sustainable mobility. CATL's development of more efficient and affordable battery technologies contributes to the wider adoption of electric vehicles, as well as supports global effort to reduce carbon emissions and address climate change. With its dominant market position and continuous innovation, CATL continues to be an important force in shaping the future of energy in the world. CATL's expansion strategy in China is deeply state-supported, technology-driven, and vertically integrated. The company strengthens its domestic position through government partnership, innovation, and control over resources, all while preparing to overcome competition from local firms and reduce vulnerability to geopolitical and market risks. And why is it important for IR students? The study of multinational corporations, MNCs like CATL, is highly relevant for international relations students, especially those who focusing on international political economy. It goes beyond traditional diplomacy and state-centric perspective, offering a deeper understanding of how non-state actors shape global affairs. CATL's battery production in China, Germany, and Indonesia influences trade flows, energy transition, and EV market worldwide. Understanding how MNCs operate helps IR students analyze economic interdependence, global value chains, and the strategic role of industries in shaping power dynamics between countries. CATL's expansion, for instance, interacts with policies like EU Green Deal and US Inflation Reduction Act. IR students need to understand how business respond to sanction, regulatory framework, and subsidies, because these responses affect international cooperation, competition, and sometimes conflict. CATL commitment to green innovation and partnership with governments and institutions shows how businesses can become part of global environmental governance related to SDGs. For IR students, this is critical because diplomacy today includes cooperation between states, business, and civil society. As mentioned before, the regulatory framework and subsidies. Chinese government agencies in the Fujian province, China, creates subsidies and tax incentives. The Chinese government has implemented a comprehensive program of subsidies and tax incentives to promote electric vehicle and battery sectors. These measures have provided substantial financial support to companies like CATL, facilitating their growth and innovation within the industry. Again, the Chinese government agencies launched preferential policies in 2017. The Ministry of Industry and Information Technology included CATL in its whitelist of approved battery manufacturers. This designation gives CATL preferential access to government contracts and related tax benefits, thereby enhancing its competitive position in the market. And next, we are going to explain about the OLI theory, the ownership, location, and internalization. Ownership advantage, which is technology, brand reputation, and management expertise that can win competitiveness. CATL itself has significant advantage, enabling them to expand globally. CATL has a very advanced vehicle battery technology, especially since CATL contributed to R&D investment in 2011. One of the developments made by CATL is the Sensing Superfast Charging, which has the ability to charge 400 kilometers in only 10 minutes. The development of innovative technology issued by CATL has been protected by various patents and intellectual property rights. In this case, the technology and products owned by CATL will be difficult to imitate. CATL, as one of the world's dispersed battery manufacturer, has a good reputation in the eyes of global OEMs. So in this case, CATL partners with several well-known brands such as BMW, Volkswagen, Tesla, and Mercedes. In this advantage, CATL has a very strong competitiveness to compete in a global market and also to stand as the leader of the global battery industry. Next, the location advantage. Location advantage are factors related to political stability, infrastructure, market size, and regulatory policies in the destination country. One of CATL's destination countries building production plant is in Hungary and Germany, where these two locations are considered very strategic because of the demand for the EV battery in the region is quite high, so that it can facilitate battery logistics and also efficient delivery. Also, these two locations are considered to be very close to Europe's industrial centers such as BMW, Volkswagen, and Mercedes. In addition to the strategic location, the construction of the CATL plant is supported by the European Union and the government incentives, where the EU, through the European Green Deal, encouraged the transition to zero-emission vehicles with a carbon neutralization target of 55% by 2050. And the government also provides regulation that encourage the use of clean energy while supporting investment in EVs through tax incentives, subsidies, and providing ease of licensing. In this regard, CATL's expansion project is indeed well received by the European customer, as the European government also has an ambition in 2039 for the carbon dioxide neutral production in Hungary. And the last one is internalization advantage. Internalization advantage are advantages that encourage companies to manage their own operations in order to control the resources to be used, production, and strategic decisions. Through internalization, CATL is perceived to gain strategic advantage and management of its international operation, which by building facilities to manufacture their own products, signifies that CATL is in full control of the production processes, as well as quality control of battery products according to global standard. In this case, this internalization also provides CATL with intellectual properties protection, meaning that the risk of leakage of confidential technology is minimized, allowing CATL to maintain its competitiveness in technological excellence. The establishment of a production plant in Germany, specifically in Hungary, makes CATL close to the destination market, thus enabling CATL to build closer long-term relationship with its partner such as BMW and Volkswagen. In this case, CATL is able to adjust production in real time according to demand at that location. This flexibility enables CATL to respond more quickly to large changes in demand, helping CATL to maintain its position in the automotive supply chain in Europe and global. The global production network of CATL. CATL as a multinational company is trying to expand their market globally. This is because China as their home country is unable to provide their market further. CATL's stagnant growth is evidenced by data from the China Automotive Battery Innovation Alliance, showing that CATL's market share based on battery installation dropped to 39% in 2023. CATL has been predicting and seeking the solution to this since 2019, where CATL has made its first construction in 2019 in Germany. Not only that, CATL also invested in Hungary. If associated with the motive stated by John Dunning, CATL in making investment into foreign countries and expansion has the following objectives. First, for the efficiency seeker, the European Union is pushing hard for green renewable energy in the region. This reflected in the European Green Deal policy to achieve 55% carbon neutrality in 2050. This is of interest to CATL to play a role and invest there. CATL Investment as a battery supply company is strongly supported by the EU and the German government. Germany has provided public subsidies up to 9,000 euro for buyers of EVs and hybrids. In addition to the support from the local government, CATL company in Germany and battery production brands for the European region plays an important role in the efficient distribution batteries to major car companies such as BMW, Volkswagen, and Mercedes-Benz. Second one is the strategic alliances seeker. Germany, as the heart of the European automotive industry, is strategically positioned for CATL to market their battery products to major car companies such as BMW and Volkswagen, who will be their partners. These car companies are committed to stop producing cars with gas emission by 2030, following regulations from the EU. This is a good position for CATL, which has been developing EVs since 2011, to market and cooperate with these leading car companies. In addition, being able to produce batteries in relatively close proximity to these companies is an added selling point for CATL, as it means CATL has cut distribution costs to deliver the battery supplies to the region. This is the basis for CATL's success in alliance with major car companies such as BMW and Volkswagen. For the next section, we are going to explain about the lead forms of global production networks, subsidiaries and suppliers, and customers and markets. For the lead forms, regarding the global lithium-ion battery market, CATL has clarified their status as the world's largest battery manufacturers by controlling nearly 40% of the global automotive battery market. CATL has strong negotiating power as they have power over the supply of raw materials such as nickel, lithium, and cobalt. By having automakers such as Tesla, BMW, Volkswagen, and NIO as their long-term partners, they have stable demand and secure production growth. One of the few examples we can take is the 10-year agreement with NETA from 2025 until 2034 that makes CATL as their exclusive battery suppliers. And next, for the subsidiaries and suppliers. In search of raw materials such as nickels and cobalt for battery production, CATL has collaborated with several companies and countries. CATL has invested in Indonesian state-owned companies such as Entem and PT Industri Baterai Indonesia, amounting to 5.97 billion to build an electric vehicle battery ecosystem. The project is held at the industrial estate in East Halmahera, North Maluku Province. Not only collaborating with other companies in other countries, CATL is also collaborating with Ningbo CBL, a subsidiary engaged in nickel mining and processing, battery materials, and recycling. And for the customer and market, CATL has strategic alliances around the world with BMW, Volvo, Tesla, and most recently with Ford. CATL's extensive manufacturing capabilities and its important role in the global supply chains make it a strategic asset to China and global automotive industry. Any disruption in CATL's operation could impact the automakers around the world. Diamond theory of CATL. CATL has rapidly emerged as a global leader in electric vehicle battery industry. Founded in 2011 in China, CATL's remarkable growth and dominance in the market, holding around 37% of the global EV battery share, reflects the dynamic economic and industrial landscape of its home country. To understand the source of CATL's competitive advantage, Michael Porter's Diamond theory offers a valuable framework by analyzing four key determinants that shape national and firm competitiveness. Applying this model to CATL reveals how China's industrial ecosystem and the company's strategic choices have propelled its success. The first determinant, factor conditions, highlight the significance of resources and capabilities within a nation. CATL benefits from China's well-developed infrastructure and an increasingly skilled workforce. Its state-of-the-art manufacturing plant in Ningde is a prime example of an advanced production technology, integrating AI, big data, and 5G connectivity to streamline the operations. Moreover, CATL invests heavily in employee training and talent development, ensuring that its workforce remains competitive in a high-tech industry. These advanced factor conditions provide the foundation for CATL's innovations and efficiency. The demand condition emphasizes the role of domestic market in shaping firm behavior. China's aggressive push toward electric vehicle adoption has created a sophisticated and demanding local customer base. Government policies offering subsidies and incentives to EV manufacturers have fueled rapid market growth. This evolving domestic demand pressures companies like CATL to continuously improve product quality and technology. By responding to these rigorous expectations, CATL has been able to develop cutting-edge battery solutions that meet both domestic and international needs. Related and supporting industries as the third element refers to the presence of competitive suppliers and partners that enhance innovation and efficiency. CATL has cultivated strong relationships with major global automakers including Tesla, BMW, Volkswagen. These collaborations not only guarantee stable demand but also facilitate knowledge exchange and pushing technological advancement. Additionally, China's control over critical raw materials such as lithium and cobalt secures CATL's supply chain, reducing costs and risks associated with material scarcity. The final core factor is the firm's strategy, structure, and rivalry. CATL's organizational strategy focuses heavily on research and development, reflected on its substantial investment billions of dollars annually in new battery technologies. This commitment has led to breakthrough like ultra-fast charging batteries, giving CATL a technological edge. The company's expansion beyond China, with manufacturing sites in Europe, also demonstrates its proactive stance towards global competition. Intense domestic rivalry further drives CATLs to innovate and maintain high efficiency, reinforcing its market leadership. And now we are going to explain about the study case in China for the Porter's five forces. For the demand, as we can see in 2024, China's power battery market was led by CATL at 45.2%, followed by BYD at 25.1% and CALB at 6.9%. And in this case, we also mentioned the Chinese city bus. We call it Yutong. First, for the rivalry among existing competitors. From the CATL, competition in China's battery industry is intense, with major players like CATL, BYD, and CALB competing fiercely on technology innovation, pricing, production capacity, and contracts with the automakers. CATL sustains its leading position through heavy investment in research and development and capacity expansion. For the BYD is a fully integrated EV and battery maker, bundling cells into its own vehicles and selling packs to others. Its scales drives pricing pressures on CATLs to match BYD's bundled cost advantage. For the CALB as the third domestic players, CALB's small scale limits their price wars, but its rapid growth shows rising competitive firepower. For the city bus Yutong is the largest bus manufacturer in China, also still has quite fierce competition, seeing the demand for the electric buses. In addition, there are several companies that issue electric buses such as BYD, Kinglong, Higer Bus that also issue e-buses, which can trigger the progress of innovation, cost efficiency, and also customer service. This innovation has been carried by Yutong, where Yutong has specialized in bus-specific R&D, and also the batteries issued with CATL also have a strong enough service life up to 10 years. The threat of new entrants. For the CATL, the threat of new entrants in the lithium-ion battery industry in China is moderate to high. Although the initial investment and technology requirements are substantial, China's large and rapidly growing market attracts many new companies, including startups and international players. However, the CATL's advantage in scale, advanced technology, and strong partnership with major automakers create significant barriers for the new entrants. For the BYD's rapid capacity, built-out and patented chemistries raise the bar for newcomers, indirectly shielding CATLs from smaller entrants but intensifying direct CATL's BYD rivalry. For the CALB focus R&D on high nickel and solid-state prototypes, narrows the window for the new entrants to gain tech parity, reinforcing CALB versus CATL head-to-head competition. For the Yutong city bus, Although the e-buses are on the rise and there is a high demand from customers, new competition in the same industry can be said to be quite difficult because establishing an e-bus requires large capital and sophisticated technology, and the needs of supported partners for its development. For the point of bargaining power of suppliers. From CATL, suppliers of raw materials such as lithium, cobalt, and nickel hold considerable power due to limited availability and volatile commodity prices. Nonetheless, CATL's large purchase volume gives it strong negotiating leverage to secure favorable long-term supply contracts both domestically and globally. For the BYD, major OEMs such as Geely, XPeng, and Tesla in China leverage BYD's dual role as car and battery suppliers to negotiate lower prices or exclusive tech, squeezing CATL's margins unless it deepens OEM's partnership. For the CALB specialty in energy storage and niche OEM deals gives certain buyers choice beyond CATL or BYD, modestly diluting CATL's buyer leverage. For the Yutong e-buses, there's an article that said Yutong sources its battery from several different places, but Yutong and CATL have traditionally worked together in shaping the batteries that will be adapted to commercial buses. However, Yutong retains a great deal of bargaining power, seeing as Yutong is a large buyer and strategic partner for CATL. For the bargaining power of buyers. From CATL main buyers are electric vehicle manufacturers and major technology companies, which have relatively high bargaining power because they can choose among several battery suppliers. However, CATL maintains a dominant position through continuous innovation, high product quality, and large production capacity. For the BYD's vertical integration into raw materials reduces its supplier dependence, enabling it to outbid CATL on scarce materials, a weakness for CATL when prices spike. For the CALB's more volume means less leverage with precursor suppliers. It remains more exposed to raw materials price swings than CATL, so CATL can often secure better input costs. For the Yutong e-buses, the Yutong e-bus in China itself has a very strong offer where many users of this bus feel that the e-bus is very efficient to use and also remains affordable. And the last point is threat of substitute products or services. For the CATL, main buyers are electric vehicle manufacturers and major technology companies which have relatively high bargaining power because they can choose among several battery suppliers. For the BYD, in Chinese electric vehicle market, BYD faces a significant threat from substituted products and services primarily due to the intense competition and rapid innovation among domestic and international EV manufacturers. For the CALB is a leading lithium-ion battery manufacturer in China, ranking third domestically after CATL and BYD. And for the Yutong e-buses, although there are several options besides using e-buses like using private cars, electric trains, the demand for the e-buses is quite high because e-buses themselves are considered more efficient and practical, especially if you want to travel outside the city. So in this case, Yutong's position is not so threatened. So the conclusion for these 5 portal forces, CATL is more competitive than BYD, CATL is more competitive than CALB, but CATL is less competitive than Yutong due to the high demand of the e-buses. And the last one is for the business model canvas of CATL in China. As we can see, there are value creations, value propositions, value capture, and value delivery, and we will explain it one by one. For the value creations, there are key stakeholders, key activities, and key resources. For the key stakeholders, there are cooperation with university and research institutes in China and abroad, renewable energy provider for plants and operations, supply chain partner that meet sustainability and work ethics standard, government and environmental organizations in green policy development and certification. For the key activities, the battery production with green manufacturing processes and high energy efficiency, development and operations of modular battery exchange platforms, sustainable supply chains management, and training of upstream partners in carbon footprint reductions, regular ESG reporting, and transparency. For the key resources, zero carbon battery plant in Yibin and other production facilities focusing on renewable energy, an R&D team that collaborates with leading universities and research institutes, carbon management platform and supply chains data to support carbon neutrality, and the last one, technology infrastructure for green manufacturing and production innovation. In the value propositions, there are 3 P's that we know as people, planet, and profit. For the people, build a certified zero carbon battery factory, significantly reducing carbon emissions and supporting carbon neutrality targets. For the planet, providing electric vehicle batteries and green energy solutions with environmentally friendly high-tech innovations. And for the profit, offer products and services that support the transition to clean energy, including modular battery for fast exchange (FOGO) that reduce recurring investments in energy infrastructure. For the value capture, there are cost structure and revenue stream. For the cost structure, there are R&D costs for products and production processes innovation, factory operating costs with zero carbon standards, development and maintenance of a digital platform for carbon management and battery exchange, training and development of human resources, and supervision of sustainable supply chains. For the revenue stream, sales of electric vehicle batteries and energy solutions, modular battery exchange service (FOGO), technology licensing and R&D collaboration. And for the last one, we have value delivery. In value delivery, we have customer relationships, channels, and customer segments. In customer relationships, we have collaborative approach with customers and partners for sustainable product development, transparency in ESG reporting and stakeholder engagement, after-sales service and technological support for battery and green energy solutions. For the channels, we have direct sales to automotive manufacturers and strategic partners, a modular battery exchange platform that becomes a shared infrastructure, cooperation with research institutions and universities for product and technology innovation. For the customer segments, there are electric vehicle manufacturers in China and globally, governments and companies adopting renewable energy solutions, and the end customers who use electric vehicle with modular battery options. That's it for this video presentation, and thank you.